All right, let's turn our attention to Saturday now, college football. A lot of marquee games on Saturday. We start in the Big Ten. It's Iowa and Wisconsin. Wisconsin, 3.5-point home favorites, 36.5 the total in this one. Wow, that's a low total, but you understand why it's low with these two teams. These are two of the best defenses going. Both teams can stop the run, and both teams prefer to be running teams and run the football. So where do the points come from? We got Iowa wants to run the football. Wisconsin wants to run the football. And both of these teams against the run, you only have Iowa giving up 89 rushing yards, 2.7 yards per carry. Wisconsin, 53 rushing yards, 1.9 yards per carry. So just outstanding numbers against the run. And you just got a question now. Which quarterback do you trust more, Graham Mertz or Spencer Petras? It's hard to trust either one, but you got to trust one, if you're going to back either of these teams in this game. I think from a situational standpoint, this is a better spot for Iowa, clearly. They're off a bye week following the loss to Purdue. Is Iowa the type of team that, whoa, we lost our first game of the year, things are going to fall apart for us? No, I can't see that. I can't envision the kids are thinking, wow, we lost our first game, our season's over. No, the division is still right there for this team. There's still very much a pathway for Iowa to be in the Big Ten championship game this year. And even for Wisconsin, there's still an outside possibility. But for Iowa, certainly there's still a possibility of that. So I think after the bye week, get yourself, healthy a little bit, shake off the doldrums of a disappointing loss to Purdue, bounce back here and play well. I'm definitely leaning Iowa. I'll tell you that right now. If I'm betting this game at +3, +3.5, it's Iowa for me. I like off the bye week. I trust this coaching staff here with the extra time. And again, Wisconsin, I know they covered as, road chalk against Purdue last week, and it was the first time they did in a very long time in terms of, being able to trust this team laying points. But still, I think with this Iowa team having the extra time to game plan and get ready for this game, I think it sets up a little bit better here for Iowa in this game. And let's not forget, they've covered each of the last two meetings against Wisconsin. It was a 2-point game back in 2019, and then Iowa beat them 28-7 last year. And Iowa, outgained Wisconsin 338-225. I'm definitely leaning Hawkeyes here, and I'm seeing 3.5 starting to pop up right now on this game. I think a lot of people are starting to fall in love with Wisconsin again, especially with how impressive they were against Purdue last week. But to me, I'd be looking at Iowa here off the bye if I'm betting it. What do you think, Conor?
Yeah, I think Wisconsin just owned Purdue, and then them coming off that big win. We knew they played a great game, but I think they were more of the team that got beat there. Maybe not 30-13, should have been a little closer, but too many points. The total's 36. This is a field goal game, or Iowa. I think they're the better football team. Paul Chryst, this guy, offensive guy, no way. I mean, they don't do anything for me offensively. I think Iowa's the better football team off the bye, off the loss. I think it's tight and it's close. Damn, the total's low, though. It might not get there in this one. This could be real low scoring. So with 3 in the hook, I'd only lean Iowa.
Paul Chryst's track record as home favorites here at in Madison here, just brutal. Just keep in mind, the win and cover last week was at Purdue. He's actually not been a bad road favorite. Wisconsin actually hasn't been a bad road favorite in the Paul Chryst era. The home favorite role, you want evidence? I'll give you evidence. 14-point home favorites against Army, win by 6. 2-point home favorites against Michigan, lose 38-17. 5.5-point home favorites against Penn State. They lose that game outright 16-10. You want to go back to last year? Sure. Minnesota, 10.5-point home favorites. They win that game by 3 in overtime. I could go on.
I love it.
They've just been absolutely dreadful as home favorites here in Madison, Wisconsin, here at Camp Randall. Just brutal track record as home favorites. So it's Iowa pass for me.
And even if Wisconsin's up by 10 or so, he'll find his way of running it 3 and out and getting Iowa back in the game, because that's how bad I think his play calling is.
Yeah, it's the kind of play calling that, and like I say, this Iowa team got humbled a little bit against Purdue. I don't see that as well, that the wheels are going to fall off for Iowa because they lost that first game.
Still got a defense.
Back strong. Yeah, with a much better effort here on Saturday.